Well, I've gone door to door in the town of Wells. The primary concern that I heard over and over again was about the well being of the little lake. The story I heard was that several years ago, a group of private citizens in the area joined together and basing their action on scientific evidence that they had read, they started aerating the little lake to help with the silt problem. They kept careful records and it seemed to be working. A regulator from the state of Vermont came and told them that their work did not meet the regulation standards and they would have to stop. They did stop. It seems like the state has not taken any action and is not listening to their questions. The concern of the Little Lake is more than just the people that own property along the shoreline. It has to do with the economy of the whole town of Wells, that lake and the people it brings in to rent cabins for a week in the summer, to bring their boats to enjoy all of Lake St. Catherine down to the very end of the little lake. It brings a great deal of money into that town. Their economy really depends on it. They've asked what I would do. Well, I think there's a precedent right now, and it's with the Vermont Fish and Wildlife Department. There's a program called Operation Game Thief. It's described as a joint nonprofit program sponsored by the Vermont Federation of Sportsmen's Clubs and administered by the Vermont Fish and Game Department. The program essentially sets up a tip line that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to report people that are breaking the fish and game laws. Now, we've got some great game wardens that are out there, but there are only so many of them, and they can only do so much. This seems to me a perfect example of the public sector joining with the private sector to obtain the best results. So I'm thinking that perhaps if we look at the little lake in Wells, we could take the private sector group there that wants to help their lake, no cost to taxpayers, and look at the regulatory bodies in the state that are concerned with the welfare of our waterways. But perhaps these two groups, again, a joint program, private sector and public sector, could come up with the best plan for the protection of Little Lake.